And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Fields this way up at the 17. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Mickens on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Tampa Bay.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
To throw again on 2nd down, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Evans has it left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll throw right away. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Carr now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And once more to Ruggs. This time the catch made. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now Carr again. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
Buccaneers.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. 7-7, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Credit the sack there to Arden Key. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And a Buccaneer first down.
From the gun, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors, two fantastic players.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Brady's going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tom Brady keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field.
Richard lost it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
From midfield, here's Brady. Throw left side complete. It's Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 50 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Raiders 7. Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Shotgun now for Carr. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
On the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. Carr to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fields this way up at the 17. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors in that spot. And they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He gets it to Brown, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That's good.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's now
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Carl try it again on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
results in a 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27.
Crosby on the tackle.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14.
35. Raiders 14.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Brady going to look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown there to make the grab. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers. Succop for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Buccaneers 42, Raiders 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.